And our very own Rob Roberts caught up with Cincinnati Christian head coach David Fulcher to preview this matchup.
I'm now joined by head football coach David Fulcher. And coach, a tough loss a week ago. You lose your quarterback Szymanski to a broken hip. As you know, everybody is hurt this time of year, but then there's your injuries, and you're kind of like a mass unit almost. Talk about your depth and moving forward with all your injuries that you currently have going on.
Well, this is a cut and paste right now, what we're going through. It's kind of tough because you try to come out with your best athletes and your best game plan, but right now we are struggling, not just as a football team, wins and losses, but we are struggling with guys being hurt. So the backup guys are going to have to step up. So we're playing third and fourth string players, and hopefully that we'll keep this game close and try not to make too many mistakes, and hopefully something good will happen today.
Well, your offense is going up against a defense in Campbellsville that gives up a lot of yards. In conference play, they're giving up 472 yards a game. Talk about what Waldendorf needs to do to be able to extend drives and actually finish some drives for you.
Well, if Braden can come out here today and rush and throw for 400 yards combined, I think we got a good chance of winning the game. But I think it's important that he just controls the offense, gets up and down the field, take what they give him. If it's not there, take off and run, get 3-4 yards of play. We could probably compete with them today.
Now, while their defense is struggling, you do have a couple standouts. Jarcy Caldwell a week ago, 10 tackles, 2 sacks, 4.5 tackles for loss from his defensive end position. How do you try to neutralize his speed off the edge?
Run the other way, keep him off balance, put a hat on hat with him, and just don't let him come up and play football with anybody blocking him, and I think we'll be okay.
Now, for each of you guys got standout corners. Jay Horton for you, 2 picks a week ago, 3 on the year. B.J. Pelt for them leads the country in picks with 4 interceptions. Talk about that battle separately.
Well, you know, it's kind of really not a battle when you have 2 corners. It's their corner against our receivers and quarterback and vice versa. We just got to make sure that our receivers make plays and keep the ball away from him so he doesn't get interceptions.
Speaking of Jay Horton going up against that passing attack, on the other, Hunter Brown threw for 436 yards last week, over 1,500 on the season, 12 touchdowns, 4 picks. How do you get him to making some mistakes down the field?
Just making sure that we make him, do what he needs to do, keep him from making plays, and just be an aggressive football team, and we should be okay.
What's the one key to get your first W here this season?
Play hard and play fast.
All right, thanks, Coach. All right, back up to you, James.
Thanks, Rob. And that's Rob Roberts. He will be up here. And let's go down to Rob Roberts
in that first quarter, but just really a battle field position. That's what put you behind the second quarter.
Yeah, you look at the game and you say to yourself that we moved the ball on them. We've done some things. We just don't know how to continue to fight. We just don't have the continue to drive, and you're not going to win football games doing this.
We talk about the field position. You guys are able to move the ball between the 30s and the 30s. How do you start finishing off some of those drives?
Well, the desire to go ahead and do your job. We're not doing our job. We got one guy doing a job and 2 guys aren't, and that's when you don't make the plays that you want to make.
All right, good luck in the second half, Coach.
All right, thank you.
All right, back up to you, James.